For days, the Federal Capital Territory has been paralyzed. The FCT Secretariat and its agencies are locked down. Schools across all 6 area councils are closed and essential services are crippled. This was after workers under the Joint Unions Actions Committee began an indefinite strike over unresolved welfare issues, a dramatic action highlighting a profound breakdown in negotiations. Following an application by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, the National Industrial Court has issued an order. Justice Edie Subilim has directed the striking workers to suspend their action and return to their post, a ruling delivered despite the union's firm position that their demands remain unmet. The court has adjourned the substantive matter until March of this year. Still, the immediate questions hanging over the CTR: will this court order be heeded? And does this legal solution address the systematic failure that sparked the crisis in the first place? If you are a civil servant in the FCT, are you heading back to your desk today? If you are a parent, how are you coping with another disruption, especially after last year's prolonged school closures? If you're a resident, how is this paralysis affecting you? Now do well to call us on or send WhatsApp messages on the numbers displayed on your screen. Before the calls start coming in, is this a failure? The strike, honestly,
I believe
since last week, the drama has been unfolding between Wike and the FCT civil servants.
Yeah, I believe it is just right for anyone to stand up for their right to get their entitlements, but at the end of the day, I believe there isn't, or there hasn't been, a proper address when it comes to the FCT authorities and the workers as well. There isn't this sit down, there isn't this discussion, there isn't this deliberation when it comes to the issues bedeviling the FCT workers. That is one of the biggest problems that you would have if you have a worker and you wouldn't address them face to face. If I could remember, there was a time there was a protest and a strike when it came to the Ministry of Women Affairs, and she came out and addressed them and had a conversation and at least hear them out, as well as make sure that they act upon what is necessary for them to go back to work. But at this point, yesterday we had a report, and according to one of the people in the Federal Capital Territory Authority close to Wike, they said if anyone is doing or is on strike, they did not have to be coerced. But now, according to the NLC, the joint unions as well, nobody has been coerced to go on strike. And at the end of the day, they still have to look at this issue, even if it is in court at this point. But let's take our first caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Hauwa. Good morning, Maryam.
Good morning, Shatima.
I'm calling from London.
Good morning, Ade.
Good morning, Ade. I beg your pardon, I said Shatima. The way he said good morning, Hauwa, I thought he was the one. Good morning, Ade. Thank you for calling us.
We are Shatima. We are one now.
Honestly, the voice sounds similar this morning. Good morning.
Yes, I'm super family now.
Alright, go ahead with your thoughts. Good morning.
I blame Wike. I blame Wike 100%. Because once the government is getting more money from the custom alone, they remitted about 7 trillion to government account on IDR and this gypsy payment. Subsidies off. They should make these workers happy. For crying out loud, how much is their salary? How much are they paying them? To me, any unskilled workers now, maybe level 1 or whatever we call it, grade 1 in Nigeria, should be 500,000. Because the money is big, but what can they buy? See, landlords are increasing tenants their fees every time. So I don't like workers to suffer. When somebody go to labor, he must enjoy the fruit of his labor. And pay them what they want. Pay them, give them good. These are workers that don't have a free health insurance. But how much are they looking for? Pay them. I don't like this at all. I blame them 200%. Because why should somebody go to work to feed the family? You don't give them what they are entitled to. And the big man, we can just let London recently to celebrate the song this year. And they pay 5-star hotel here. It's all inventory. They need more than 3 this. But you know how much that cost? How much are these people asking for? I don't like anybody to suffer like this. Honestly, because it causes a lot of problems. And with our African nature, when you don't have money to give your wife at home to cook food or anything, something like that might happen. So we don't want that. A man get respect because if you do your duty. I don't like this at all. It's diminishing. So we should wake up and do the right thing. God bless Nigeria. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. Maryam, I'd like to hear from you and hear your thoughts on how it is treated. This strike has been seen or, addressed by the Federal Capital Territory Ministry.
I wouldn't say being on strike is the system is failing, but it's a symptom of a huge problem, underlying huge problem in the administration. And the fact that the FCT minister is really not doing something to appease these workers, instead they're receiving threats. We also have the video that was viral just last week, and you can imagine workers under the FCT minister throwing jabs at him, shouting, and he had to flag his office last week. And this is very uncalled for. And this things, they said he promised he was going to meet the demands, and Wike insisted that he has met like 10 out of 14 demands.
Now, according to them, their demands have not been met.
But Wike insisted that he has met 10
so
out of 14.
Of it is really going on and happening. That's what we're saying. There's
no transparency. That's what he just said. But then again, before we received this caller, there is a press statement from the TUC and the NLC. Let's receive this. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Hauwa. Good morning, Trust TV family. Good morning, Abuja. Good morning, Maiduguri. This is Shatima Yakudima calling from Maiduguri.
Good morning, Shatima. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. So, Hauwa, Maryam, I can say, don't be deceived. All these statements that they are making before the press, we know Nigerian politicians. We know how they deploy lies only times. If you want to, if at all you need their demands, let them meet their demands, and so that they will they will resume to their ballot offices. Because this is entitlement. They are not asking anything out of what they are due for. What they are due, that's what they are asking for. Give them so that you allow the peace to reign. You should allow the sleeping dogs' lives. They should not be creating tension here and there. You see, our politicians with money, Maryam, is just like iron and magnet. If they grab, they don't want to release it. That's the fundamental problem that we're having. And this is the entitlement of skillful people. People who are selling out their labor and their skills and their knowledge. How can you be sleeping over their rights and be watching you simply because you have hold a position in political atmosphere? It will not work. It will not work. So honestly speaking, going to court, blah, 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 will not solve this matter. Give them what they are demanding for. This is their right. The era of slavery has passed. People cannot be worked as their slaves, and some they are eating their fruit of their labor. It will not work. Let him wake up, as Ade was saying. Let him wake up. Let him reach the demands of these workers, so that they should resume their duty, so that people, they should enjoy the benefit of their work. Well, it will not work that way, honestly speaking. We are calling God. We are praying for Almighty Allah to sanitize the mind of our politicians. But they don't have mercy at all, at all, at all, at all. They don't have mercy. Look at what they are grabbing. Look at what they are enjoying. But they want people to be like slaves, working for them without seeing anything. So honestly speaking, something needs to be done. He have to wake up, reach their demands, and let them resume work. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
But Fatima, one thing I know about is that strikes are rarely spontaneous. It's normally the last resort people seek, you understand, when demanding for their rights. Now, like I mentioned earlier, it's not a sign of total system failure for me, but it's a symptom of system in crisis. Because tell me why that if an administration is working perfectly, all these demands will not have, they wouldn't even have to cry for these demands to be met.
When it comes to having a working environment and being productive, it is very important for workers to understand and feel that their demands and well-being is met for them to work properly and, be productive effectively as well. But when you have demands that affect your work and they're not addressed as well, and in turn you are being, I would say, to some extent bullied back to work,
exactly.
That would not really pan out well. But let's take our next caller. Hello, good morning.
My name is Idris.
Thank you for calling. Go ahead.
The problem of Nigeria is that somebody believes that everything can do anything. Okay, now look at the people that are protesting for their own benefit. Okay, look at the UK. Last time we went to the rapper, began to campaign up and down that it's not allowed. Nothing is given up to now. Somebody started to campaign where there's no time for campaign. It's not a governor doing that. When you are here, we are talking about welfare of stomach. Moving around from let's say from Kenya to Atukoro, we get people that follow him. Calculate the number, the price of the fuel that they use there. For time. He has there to come to the public and say he has met 10 demand. And these people, look at them. Because nobody can do anything, he believes that he can do and undo. He is another nation. He should step aside. So it's really God that will come to our aid. You know what happened in Abacha regime? When trouble to people begin to pray, let's Maryam go to let's Christians go to church. Let's pray. People that are disturbing the nation, let God just go let away with their life, so that cause atrocity to the nation. That's my taking.
All right, thank you very much, Jibrin, for that. Now, looking at what is going on, it is quite sad to know that an authority that is supposed to take care of the well-being of those that are under them, those that are working to making sure that everything goes smoothly, there's productivity and effectiveness when it comes to their work. They are being undermined, they're being, I would say, paralyzed due to the fact that they don't have the benefits that would aid them in making sure that they deliver proper essential services. That's true, and this is not the first time they're going on strike. It started since 2025, around March or so, and it has been incessant, it has been recurring, and he still didn't take care of this issue up till 2026. We have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling. Your name and location, please.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Tinubu. I'm calling from Abuja.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what are your thoughts?
I want to talk about the Nigerian workers. You see, I want to tell you The fault is from the president. I will not lie to you. Let's take the fact.
Your voice is low. Can you speak up a little bit?
I said the fault
Yeah,
from
thank
the
you.
president. You understand me? You see, you know why I say the fault is from the president?
Go ahead.
The reason why I say this, why is the president sitting down and watch Wike playing with the welfare of the workers of FCT? Why is Wike sit there as a minister of FCT? Because if you watch what is going on now, Wike is double-minded. One of his mind, half of his mind is in River State, other half is in FCT. You need to concentrate and know that he's now the minister of FCT, and he should sustain every infrastructural work that is being FCT, and look into and start into so much infrastructure of the workers. Two, there's a thing in the local English that says, person wey hungry dey hungry, no dey look, no dey waka for road wey good or house wey dem build well. Our stomach first. Someone that is hungry doesn't look at beauty. The workers in FCT are hungry. Our children in FCT are not going to school. What is look, FCT is the example of other state capitals. When FCT suffers and the foreigners outside the country are watching that the federal capital of Nigeria, the giant of Africa, workers are not being taken care of. What example are we citing to other African countries? So Wike indirectly painting this administration black. And look at the federal what is it called? Election is coming in the ICT. How will people vote for the ruling party? When they cry, they see road. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for that. Now, there are lots of things on the table that need to be addressed that, according to the FCTA workers, none have been addressed so far. But looking at it, we have a lot that would really directly affect and impact, their productivity when it comes to work, when it comes to minimum wage implementation, when it comes to wage award arrears, as well as promotion arrears, hazard and rural allowances. Those are part of, the demands as well when it comes to administrative and career growth demands. There's been concerns and complaints that when it comes to promotion and those people that need to be retired, their retirement time are extended, and promotion as well is not given to those who deserve it as well. But let's take our next caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, we lost our caller. We are still on the topic national strike right here in the FCTA, and would like to hear from you and your thoughts and opinions. If you are a worker as well, have you gone on strike? How has this strike affected you? If your parents, schools have been on strike as well, and hospitals, so how has it been affecting you? And give us a feedback, your thoughts and opinions. All right, we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, thank you for joining us. What is your name and where you're calling from?
Is that the program I'm watching?
Yes,
Yes,
you're watching Trust TV. You're watching Daybreak right here. Do you have any?
About that?
Yes.
Yes.
But I'm not very responsive. Okay. I'm not being responsive. I'm looking at the
Please turn down the volume of your TV set and converse with us right here live in the studio. It might not reflect directly or immediately to what you're watching at this moment. So give us your feedback and your opinions. We'd like to hear from you. Go ahead.
We lost the caller.
All right, we lost that caller. Make sure you call us in and share your thoughts. Now, Maryam, looking at all these issues. All right, we still have our caller online. Hello, are you with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
It's better now.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining.
I'm Linus calling from Gombe.
All right, thank you for calling in. Go ahead with your thoughts.
I want to say that, how can somebody work for you and then you will not pay him? It's satanic. This is an evil work that is going on in this country. And please, I want to say that the presidency should just call on the minister to pay them. What will they feed their children with? What would they earn a living with? And it's a country that we said is a free world that we are. And everybody is entitled to his rights. But look at their rights. They have worked for months without their salary. There is need for Trust TV to keep on, playing this so that it will get to right people. Let them hear our voice that we are also concerned. They have been eating in their houses. They have been driving good cars, but these people, their own has been taxed, and their children are not doing anything in their house. Please, I am begging you, let this thing get to their earrings. Thank you, and God bless Trust TV.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for that. All right, thank you very much, Linus, for that. Now, Maryam, one thing that has really piqued my attention, and it's quite disappointing, is that when it comes to the workplace and staff welfare, there's issues when it comes to infrastructure and tools as well. And how can there be a very huge issue when it comes to provision of basic office materials like paper and pens, and upgrading deplorable state of the 14 general hospitals under the FCTA? Now, looking at it, how ridiculous. Can you be in a workplace and where you're paper pushing, but how can you not have paper to push?
I mean, this is the FCT. This shouldn't be happening. And Fatima, Hauwa, if you can imagine that a teacher in a primary school, in a government primary school, receives a 35,000 naira salary as we speak in the FCT.
And their salaries have still not been upgraded.
So you can imagine a teacher receiving a 35,000 naira salary. What's she going to do with it? We have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, this is Adamu calling from Gombe State.
Good morning, thank you for calling number second.
Yeah, sincerely speaking, Trust TV, you people need to be given an award. Why I'm saying this, you are speaking the minds of Nigerians, so I'm very, very elated this morning with this topic. Workers' strike, is the system failing? It is failing. Now, going to the minister, talking about the minister, he's infringing on people's rights. When they infringe on his rights, he will go mad. He will start scattering everywhere. Now, I want to say this. He's busy putting on infrastructure. When the human beings that are working for him are going hungry, is he happy? Does the children go hunger? Hauwa, why are we so inhuman? Man humanity to man. This is it. And as he's doing that infrastructure, is something not entering his pocket? Let him come and swear that he's not doing that. Hauwa, we should be human. Yes, yesterday I listened to a program. Maryam, one of your editors there, and so much love what he said. He said the military are trying, the police are trying, every sector are trying. He said, but it's only results that the Nigerians want. If we is trying, it is result of what? The human capital should eat. They are not paying their school fees of the children. Hunger, Hauwa. Why are we like this? As far as security is concerned, we have all wrong Nigeria. of privileged information by the city, by the governor, they are saboteurs. They need to be arrested and detained. If something is going wrong in a state, the city, which is the number 2 security officer, should be arrested. The minister, the governor should be arrested for saboteur. Thank you, Trust TV. I appreciate you people this morning.
Thank you very much, Abasekon.
Thank you very much, Abasekon, for that.
Fatima, why did I keep saying Fatima? Hauwa, the minister Wiki has taken a hardline stance already, dismissing the demands as frivolous and warning that workers, that was where this threats come in, he bullied the workers that whoever fails to resume will face disciplinary action and lose pay for strike days. He has also alleged that the strike is politically hijacked.
Why not have a conversation with them? Why not look at their demands? Why not see what can be done immediately, at least to appease them? Because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, you still need them. They are the fiber of the workforce. They are the backbone of the workforce. If it halts, it'll cost a lot for Abuja. It'll cost a lot for the capital
territory. On January 27th, the National Industrial Court ordered the suspension of the strike, but the NLC and the TUC they defied this, arguing that the injunction was against individual leaders, not the unions. Labour has since filed an appeal. And there's actually a press statement about the appeal right now, and the stay of execution through the human rights lawyer Femi Falana is on the case. So they really argue that it wasn't really politically hijacked, just like Wiki has insisted. And again, Wiki insisted that he has already met 10 out of 14 that they don't really have any reason to keep being on strike. I think we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling. Your name and location, please.
This is Michael calling from Ilorin.
Thank you for calling, Michael. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, workers' strike is the system failing. Absolutely, it's failing. You see, some of us that know how we do. When we hate slaves in the River Sea for 8 years, you know, he handled infrastructure like, flyovers and everywhere. He was doing well in that sector, but in the education sector he failed. In the health sector he failed. If you go for fact finding, everybody knows. He was not holistic in his approach, and that same pattern is playing itself now in Abuja. You can see the few in the last 2.5 years that he has been the FCT minister. There has been massive construction at the detriment of other important needs like the health sector. You see complaints of smelling environment, you see one chance increasing and the rest. So that has been his pattern. And I feel most of these politicians, they make so much money when they do some of these projects like construction. That's where they make much of their money. So most times they turn blind eye to other key areas. I cannot understand why you cannot give workers their due who have worked. Look at, and another thing that is happening now, you see, this pattern of rushing to court to get injunctions. I see it as a bad precedent that is being set, because very soon now in this country, nobody will go on strike. Immediately you want to carry out your legitimate responsibility for striking when your demands are not met, you will rush to court to get injunction. So I think the system is failing, and FCT minister needs to be called to order. Yes, it is not just about construction of roads, flyover and everything. Other sectors need to be looked into. Schools are on strike. Look at children in FCT being at home. There was a time very dark man have to expose these things. Things are going on, and as if they are telling the best yet. So please, let the president call FCT minister to order. Let him look into other sectors too. It's not only about construction. He did the same thing in River State when he had free for 8 years. He did over 12 flyovers. Good. But other sectors suffered. And the pattern is behaving itself in Abuja now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have a couple of messages, and let's start with Dan. Says frequent workers' strikes in Nigeria are strong indications that the system is under serious strain. When salaries, pensions, and welfare agreements are repeatedly delayed or ignored, workers are pushed to withdraw their service as a last resort. The immediate effect on the peoples is hardship. Schools are short, hospitals are disrupted, public services stall, and ordinary citizens bear the brunt through lost time, income, and access to essential services. For government, persistent strikes signal a breakdown in trust and governance. They expose weaknesses in planning, budgeting, and dialogue with labor unions, and they damage public confidence in leadership. Beyond the economic losses, strikes portray a system that struggles to keep its promises. Addressing this challenge requires sincerity, timely negotiations, and sustainable policies that prioritize workers' welfare while safeguarding national stability and development. Good morning, and have a blessed day. This is coming from Dan. He didn't mention his location. And the next question, the next message is from Adamu Muhammad Usman, writing from Kafin Hausa, Jigawa State. He says, good morning, everyone. Nigeria is a blessed country with many amazing things happening and wonderful people acting on 3 stages: the good, the bad, and the ugly. How can a person be working for a whole month without pay? Not even a better one. Look at the economic situation in the country on how it is biting hard. Domestic needs, house rents, school fees, medical care, and so on. Workers' demands aren't something to drag on and even delay for long. It is their entitlements. For God's sake, I am lost. Please let the government have mercy on the poor Nigerians. Mr. Wike is going far and doing so much negative things to this administration. He's supposed to be called to order by Mr. President. May Allah help us, says Adamu Muhammad. And that is it for the messages right now. They keep coming, but so we have another caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Are you there? We lost the caller. I think we lost the caller. We have another caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Your name and location, please.
My name is Adamu. I'm calling from Sokoto.
Thank you for calling. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Good morning, both of you.
Good morning. Go ahead.
I'm calling from Sokoto.
Go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Well, in Nigeria today,
Please turn down the volume of your TV set. Kindly turn down the volume so that we can hear you and you don't have any interference when giving your thoughts.
In Nigeria today, we
have lost that call. Well, that is it. With that, we have come to the end of the phone interaction.